What is up, guys? My name is Dustin. Welcome back to the channel. How are we doing, everybody? It is the end of November, which is crazy, and you guys know at the end of every month I like to show you what I got in terms of physical media, whether it be books, Funko Pops, and obviously movies. You're probably expecting like a massive Black Friday movie haul. I don't have one, to be completely honest with you. This was a crazy month between my job and my kids. If you guys don't know, I have 3 kids. My son and my daughter are 3 years and 3 days apart. So my son's birthday is on November 16th. My daughter's is November 19th. So there just wasn't a lot of money for movies, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Plus the Black Friday sales, nothing really caught my attention. Like, there was a few things on Best Buy that seemed really cool. A couple things on Walmart that seemed like a good price, but I was hoping Walmart was going to do like a physical like Black Friday like they have done in the past, where they usually put like different colored stickers on the movies, and they range anywhere between like $5 to like $12, and they didn't do that at all. Everything was done online. So the only companies I ordered from on Black Friday sales were TerraVision and Vinegar Syndrome, which are both boutique labels, and they haven't even shipped yet. So I'm probably not going to have those until sometime in December, which I'll do a video on those when they come in. But other than that, I really didn't get a whole lot. But we're going to go ahead and start with the books. And then I did get some movies. It's pretty 4K heavy. Just things that were sent to me in the mail. I did not purchase any of these. One of these my wife purchased because she was out at the store. Or she was ordering something from Walmart, and to get the free shipping, this was a movie I wanted, so she just added it to the order. But let's go ahead and start with the books. First up here, you guys know I'm a massive fan of Halloween. Michael Myers is my favorite. I literally have every Halloween movie. I have a Funko Pop. I have things on my wall, blankets, everything. I love Michael Myers. And they did movie novelizations, and I wanted to pick them up and do like kind of a comparison video because I love to read. So I wanted to read the book and then kind of compare it to the movies. And this is going to reflect on the newer trilogy by David Gordon Green. So if they're not your favorites, I do want to go back and get the older ones because the older Halloween movies are like my favorite. But any novelization I can find of them, I'm going to try to snag. But first up, we have Halloween. So this would be age 40 or 2018, whatever you want to call it. And it's a pretty hefty book. We're looking at 371 pages in this, and it's a very small paperback. But I don't know. I love reading. I'm excited to get into that. Then keeping on, we have Halloween Kills. Same thing. Now, these are all by different authors, just so you guys know. But they are official novelizations of the films. So that's awesome. This one, we're looking at 312 pages. So again, a pretty decent read. I don't get to read all the time, so like 300 pages can take me a while to read. And then we have Halloween Ends, everybody's favorite Halloween movie. Fight me on it if you feel any different, but no, I'm just kidding. I know this movie is not everybody's a fan. I enjoyed it though. 364 pages on this one, so they're all in that 300 page range. And then the last book before we get into the movies, you guys know I did the Book of the Month Club, and every month you go on and pick, and this was one of the books that you got to choose from for the month of November. However, I did pause my subscription because with Christmas coming up, I just want all the extra money that I can because I'm getting my family some really nice gifts this year. So this was the one I got for November. This is called What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. I don't know not sure how to say her last name. But this was explained on the website as kind of like Indiana Jones, but in ancient Egypt. So I'm really excited to check that out, obviously. This is on my list to read. I just have a couple more books I'm getting through before I can actually get to this one. I'll probably do this after the Halloween novelizations. Now for what everybody came for. The movies. There's not a lot. There's only 5, and I'm okay with that. Like I said, I did get some really good stuff from TerraVision and from Vinegar Syndrome, which I'm super excited about. I'm really getting into the Vinegar Syndrome line. Them and Arrow Video are probably like my 2 favorite boutique labels. Definitely taken over Scream Factory for sure. And I just love what they put out. And it's not for everybody, but, you know, Arrow Video also has a pretty nice sale going on until, like, I think the middle of December. So I might snag a couple things on my list from there, but nothing too crazy. First up here for Blu-ray, this is the only Blu-ray, we have Last Voyage of the Demeter. Now, I'm a little late picking this up, but this is a movie that I've heard very good things about. It's a movie that I've been wanting to see, and we watched it, and I can honestly tell you that this movie was really good. I thought being like them being stuck on a boat with Dracula, it would be like really kind of campy and slow, but it's not. This movie is really good, and it holds your attention even on some of the parts that are kind of slow. It's very like it keeps you engaged, I will say. I didn't find myself being pulled out of this at all. This was super fun. Dracula looked great, and yeah, it was pretty creepy. I wouldn't say it was like scary, but it was definitely a pretty good movie, and I highly recommend it if you're into like anything like this. It's really good. It definitely surprised me. So, Last Voyage of the Demeter, super cool. Next up, this is one that came in the mail. Heat on 4K. This movie I know about. It's a heist movie. And I've heard nothing but complaints about this 4K transfer. Apparently, it's really dark. I haven't had the chance to watch it yet, but I mean, I love heist movies like this. Hell or High Water is one of my favorites. I also really like Sicario. I like those types of films. And I know of this movie, and I'm really excited to check it out for sure. So we got Heat on 4K, and this has a pretty good cast. I mean, you got Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, Michael Mann. Like, it's a Michael Mann film, but, you know, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and Val Kilmer, I mean, like, really, they're perfect. They're perfect in these types of movies. So I'm really excited to check this out. Next up, one of my favorites. You know, I know a lot of people hate Chevy Chase and say that he was kind of a dickhead to people, and a lot of people didn't like working with him. I've never met the guy. He's been to the Steel City Con, not far from where I live, a couple times. And I don't know. I honestly would agree from what I've seen and heard people say about him and like interviews and stuff that he can be kind of a dickhead. However, I do enjoy his movies, and this is one that I'm super excited to own, and that is Vacation on 4K. Christmas Vacation is one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time, and my wife and I watch it every year. In fact, we just watched it a couple days ago. Love that movie. And then we have Vacation on 4K. So I own both movies, Christmas Vacation and regular Vacation on 4K. I know they did a series of vacation movies. I think there was like European Vacation and things like that. And then they did a remake in 2015, which I've not seen. But I hope that, you know, Warner Brothers continues to put out the other vacation films on 4K. I would love to see them get the 4K treatment. I will definitely be buying them because they are some of my favorite movies to watch. Next up, another movie that I feel like a lot of people are on the fence about, and that is Fast X or Fast 10, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have only watched up until 5, and then I watched Hobbs and Shaw. I've never seen 6, 7, 8, or 9, so I'm not going to watch this one. Trav Tries here on YouTube had actually picked me up from a movie store in his state where he lives, the first 9 films in like a box set, and I want to watch them. And to be completely honest with you, the first 3 are my favorite. Say what you want about Tokyo Drift, it's a good movie, one of the best ones there is, but anything after that, I really kind of lost interest in the franchise. But for some reason, this movie coming out and people telling me about like 9 and then leading into this one kind of really sucked me back into the franchise, and I really want to check them out. So once I get that box set from Trav, I'm going to be checking out Fast X as soon as my wife and I get caught up, because I'm pretty sure she watched up to like 6 and then watched Hobbs and Shaw. She's seen a couple more than I have, so, but I've only seen up to 5, watched Hobbs and Shaw, and that was it. So we got Fast X on 4K. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited about it. And then the big release for November, if you guys keep up with physical media, you know this movie alongside Barbie definitely took the box office by storm. That is Oppenheimer, and I got it on 4K. Let me just tell you, this movie is 3 hours long. I started watching it, I got an hour and a half in, and then like I think it was on Thanksgiving Day. We actually had to go do Thanksgiving. And I haven't had the time to sit down and finish the other hour and a half simply because of work. I've been working like crazy because my coworker quit, so it's just me and my boss, and we're back to square one during the busiest time of the year. It's frustrating, but nonetheless, Oppenheimer. And from what I have seen, this movie is stunning. The story is fantastic. I'm a big history person. I've always been interested in history, even all through high school and geography and things like that. It's just one of the subjects that I've just excelled in, and anything like this I love. And believe it or not, I'm actually really excited for the Napoleon movie with Joaquin Phoenix. I'm excited. I like history stuff. This, incredible so far. The visuals, outstanding on 4K. I'm telling you, I didn't get to experience this in the theaters, but it's just as enjoyable for me watching this at home. So we got Oppenheimer. And guys, that is it. That is it in terms of movies. Like I said, it very, very light month. But I have some stuff coming from Vinegar Syndrome and from Terror Vision, which I can't wait to show you. But that's it for the physical media pickups. We got 4 books and 5 movies, and again, very 4K heavy, so I cannot wait to get these on the shelf. And it's funny because I literally still have all my movies from last month to put on my shelf. But we'll get there. We'll get to it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. As always, I'll see you later in another video.